happen to anyone and anywhere. As children, we fall countless times. Sometimes those falls result in bruises, aches, or even broken bones, but our body mends quickly. For the elderly, however, falls are far more concerning. Unlike young people, even seemingly minor falls can lead to serious injuries or even death. In my opinion, gait and balance impairment is one of the risk factors of falls in the elderly. As we age, overall gait normally changes, which are specifically slowing and decreased stride length. There are also specific gait patterns associated with particular diseases. I think both gait patterns can lead to falls. Furthermore, their balance or postural control mechanism become less efficient. So I think compromised gait and balance associated with falls. The changes of gait and balance I've mentioned before reduce the mobility and stability in the elders. As far as I'm concerned, gait improvement or gait aids such as a cane or a walker might be needed, and those with unsteady gait need to be advised to modify their homes. Well, balance training is also important. Improving muscle strength and balance through repetitive exercise could help. Well, that's it.
Yes, that was an interesting point you show up. And I also want to add something that really interesting that related to fall in elderly people. Okay, the research I found here is saying that another cause that which increase fall risk and other injuries among elderly people is age-related macular degeneration or AMD, which is about the vision impairment. So you guys knows what the macula is?
No.
Alright, then I will show you the picture. Okay, alright, this is our eye, right? So can you see the area here, the dark one?
Yes.
Yes, this area is called macula, which is the central area of the retina, and it gives us the ability to see things and provide us the best color vision. Alright, so AMD causes damage to the macula, and it may develop and progress a blur vision around the central area. You may see a blur things around like that, and it may grow larger and larger and makes the elderly people difficult to living alone by themselves. AMD is significantly increased with age. It's most likely to happen after the age of 60. But it may also can occur earlier due to the other risk factors such as smoking, genetics, or races. So AMD is also the principal cause of blindness, and approximately 10 million Americans are facing AMD. So in conclusion, elderly people who are having AMD or increased visual impairment is tend to have more incidents of falls and other injuries that associate to the vision. Yes, so that's it. For my information.
Due to information that Amy said, that I think the AMD is the one of the risk factor that cause the accident in elderly, such as the road traffic accident, something like that. Like if they have a bad eyesight, so they cannot see things clearly. That may lead to have an accident occur. And from the statistic that they said that the driver age 60 to 65 years, they will have 1.3 times more risk being involved in fatal crash. And driver age over 85 years, that were 3.7 times more risk than compared with the driver age 40 to 35. So, and there is another factors such as the poor hearing and the reduced reflex time, so they cannot save themselves when the accident occurs.
That makes sense.
Yes, I have some idea about this. All these lists mentioned above can cause traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is a significant problem in older adults in person age 65 and older. Traumatic brain injury usually results in violent blow or jolt of the head or body. An object that penetrates brain tissue such as bullet, shattered piece of skull also can cause traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury have two types. First, mild traumatic brain injury may affect in your brain temporarily. And the second, more serious traumatic brain injury may result in torn tissue, bleeding, or bruising. And other physical damage can cause to the brain. I found some information about traumatic brain injury. Traumatic brain injury is responsible for more than 80,000 emergency departments in this year. Adult age 75 and older is the highest rate of traumatic brain injury related hospitalization and death. Force are the leading cause of traumatic brain injury, and motor vehicle traffic crashes is the second. Older age is more negatively influence outcome after traumatic brain injury. Although geriatric and neuro trauma investigators have identified the prognostic significance of pre-admission, sex, and other factors like cerebral perfusion, pressure on recovery after illness or injury. These variables remain under study in older adults with traumatic brain injury.
Oh, it was such a dangerous complication. Don't you think so?
Yes, I think so.
So can we do anything to prevent it from happening?
Yes, I have an idea about this.
Oh, could you share us, please?
Okay, after I listen to all of you guys, I think fall and its comprehension is very important thing. I think for prevention, the fall is seem to be impossible in the real life, but we can reduce the fall and related injury, such as do endurance exercise because it makes us stronger muscle, bone, and connective tissue. And exercise can increase the awareness of the environment, for example, on the road. And another thing of the exercise is it can make a higher resistance for unexpected events. So another way for preventing fall is use an assistive device. Like I will show you the picture. Do you know the walking frame or cane stick before?
Not really.
No.
Okay, this is the picture of the walking frame and cane stick. We use this device for better balance and stronger gait. Get proper nutrition is important too, because a good diet makes an energy for body muscle, encourage the brain function, and improve nervous system. For the last thing that I want to suggest is they should frequent medical checkup, because the health of the individual is the most important aspect of fall protection. Do you have anything to suggest me?
I think all of these are enough. You think so?
Yeah,
Yeah.
enough for today.
Yes.
I'm starving. Let's go grab some food.
Good job, guys.